Today, we're going to talk about English grammar. Yes, our topic today is verbals. Now, verbals include the infinitive, the gerund, and the participle. They're called verbals because they act like verbs, but not exactly verbs. Infinitives include both to infinitives and bare infinitives. Gerunds use the ing form, and participles can be present or past. Among these, participles are a bit tricky, so we'll take a closer look at them today. Before that, let's warm up with a simple question. Change the word in brackets to the correct form. The spectator is cool more and more excite. All right, let's think about it together. Spectator means the audience, right? So as the game went on, the spectator felt more excited. It means they became more and more excited. So which form should we use, exciting or excited? That's a very common confusion among learners. We'll try to make it clear today. Okay, let's take another sentence. I found this book interesting from beginning to end. Now again, which is correct, interesting or interested? The words look similar, but the meaning changes a lot. So let's slow down and think about what's going on. This is where understanding participles really helps. A present participle usually means causing something. A past participle usually means being affected by something. That's the key difference, causing versus being caused. Let's look at an easy example with the word surprise. We can say surprising news, right? That means news that surprises people. But a surprised look means a look of someone who was surprised. So, ing means causing and ed means being caused. When you keep this in mind, you can tell which word to use much faster. Let's check another pair, interesting and interested. It was interesting means it caused interest. I was interested means I was made to feel interest. So again, interesting equals causing, interested equals feeling. That's why we say, the book was interesting, and I was interested in the book. You see, the meaning becomes very logical. Once you get this pattern, you'll never be confused again. Let's go back to excite for a moment. We can say, the exciting game thrilled the audience. That means the game caused excitement. But we can also say, the excited audience cheered loudly. That means the audience felt excitement. One causes emotion, the other feels it. So, in our earlier question, the spectator was not exciting, but excited, because the spectator was affected by the game. That's the idea, affected or affecting. Let's return to the book example. I found this book interesting from beginning to end. Here, the book causes interest, it's interesting. So the correct answer is interesting, not interested. Let's look at the grammar behind it. This sentence has the structure S plus V plus O plus C. I found the book interesting. The object book equals the complement interesting. So the book caused interest. It's interesting. If the subject were a person, we'd say interested. So, remember, things are interesting, people are interested. That's a very good rule of thumb. Let's practice a few more examples. The movie was exciting, but I was exhausted. That means the movie caused excitement, but I felt tired because of it. Or, the lecture was boring, and the students were bored. Again, same pattern, causing versus feeling. Once you think this way, it's really easy. Now let's add another word, amuse. An amusing joke means a funny joke. An amused face means a face showing amusement. So the same rule applies again. We can also use enjoy in the same way. The enjoying crowd sounds strange, right? That's because we should say the enjoyed show? No, that's wrong too. We'd usually say the enjoyable show. See, not all words follow the same pattern exactly, but this rule helps in most common cases. And if you understand why, you'll be able to choose correctly in exams and real life. Many students memorize expressions like be interested in. That's fine, but memorizing alone doesn't build real understanding. Try to think, am I causing the feeling or feeling it? That simple question will guide you every time. When you can explain why something is correct, you're no longer just memorizing, you're really mastering it. This understanding will help with grammar, reading, and even writing and translation later on. Now, one last check before we finish. If something makes people feel excited, it's exciting. If someone feels excitement, they are excited. Same idea for boring and bored, amusing and amused. Pretty clear, right? Okay, let's summarize what we learned today. Present participles, ing, mean causing something. Past participles, ed, mean being affected by something. If you can remember that, you'll do great with most participle questions. So keep practicing, and you'll start to feel more confident. All right, that's it for today's English grammar talk. Thanks for studying with me. See you in the next lesson.